Hey guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. It's good to see you today. Have a little message for you guys. So we're gonna jump right into it. I have, as far as our channeled song, "Don't Worry, Be Happy" by Bob Marley. That's always a fun song. I was getting into this message by looking up stuff, and all of a sudden that song pops in my head. So I was like, that's gonna be our song. Okay, so I live in Texas. And we had a ton of tornadoes all around me today. So I looked up the spiritual meaning as I felt that it might be relevant, and I was just kind of led to do that. So I have, as far as spiritual meaning of tornadoes, it's kind of like emotional upheaval. It's a message also of rebirth. It is like internal stress or a strained personal relationship. You could be feeling overwhelmed, or like things are out of control and chaotic around you. It's kind of like life destruction, but yet it's the feelings within yourself that are making your life seem like it's just out of whack, out of control. It also could be like the feelings of being needy, or the feelings of being in fear, or just those childish feelings. It's kind of like you're struggling against your own emotions. And I have for angel numbers number 59, because I kept seeing that all morning, and also 66. So 59 is the angel meaning is the changes in your life that will align you with your life purpose and your soul journey. It's you're on the verge of achieving your life purpose. So with that, I don't know, I feel it's really exciting. It's a great voyage to be on. I feel like you guys need a congratulations on that. And 66 is like you're on the right path. Your angels are letting you know that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. The angels are supporting you on your endeavors. So good work. Let me move this out of the way. Excuse me if the table shakes. And then we're going to jump into the tarot. I'm going to pull 3 of these and see what our situation is. Also notice I need to speak up because I always kind of tone down my voice and then you can't really hear it. So sorry about that. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. It's been crazy here. Like all morning I was talking to my sis. I'm like, dude, there's another tornado. The sirens are going off again. It was right after my kids got dropped off at school too, so I knew they were freaking out, and I was like, oh Lord. Prosperity begins. What else is collective need to know? What is the situation? I feel that you guys really need to kind of make sure, especially with your emotions, make sure that you're just staying in the present moment and not being worried about the future. That'll kind of ease the anxieties that might be around you. I know that a lot of times we're worried about what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day, but if you really think about it, tomorrow never comes because you're always going to be in the present. So when tomorrow comes, it's not tomorrow, it's still the present day. We have accelerated motion. So as far as going on your journey, everything's about to take off. Especially think about it because Jupiter is about to go into Aries, and that's like accelerated motion, and it's fire and having that drive, having the passion, really having that energy to take on the world. It kind of reminded me of like Pinky and the Brain. That's what popped in my head. And we have shadow. So again, working on those emotions and doing that work within yourselves of what you guys might be in conflict with. On the bottom is rest and rejuvenation. Maybe you guys aren't getting enough sleep. I know whenever you don't get enough sleep, that raises anxieties because your body's not properly balanced. So it kind of throws everything out of whack, and you might not be fully conscious kind of like about the reality of how severe a situation is. So you blow it out of proportion. Let's see. I think I want to use the Cyrus Tarot. Please. Let's clarify these. What's going on with the collective? We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, I see that you guys are breaking through this. I see you guys are kind of working on that inner child within yourselves. I see somebody, maybe you guys had a real chaotic childhood. Like maybe there's a lot of conflict or arguing around you, which I mean, that kind of creates fear and having just that unstable atmosphere. So a lot of times that can create this subconscious triggers, which we don't realize that we are doing, or we don't know why we're doing, or why we feel the way we feel, or why we have such raised anxieties, because we have not healed that, which derives from deep in the past subconscious that never was fully nurtured and healed. And we have the High Priestess. I feel that you guys are coming and really, that's exactly what I just said, just dealing with like your, working on your intuition and dealing with your subconscious. You guys are gaining the wisdom to overpower that holds you back. And I feel that this is also going to bring in the prosperity. The prosperity could be money. It could be prosperity just in your home life in general and within yourself. Because it is, I mean, going, especially with this and the unconscious, then we have the shadow work. I mean, it's really doing, sorry, my arm doesn't work that way, putting in the work to heal that is within. Let's see, we have another card. You guys are gaining into that, getting really into that Empress. We have the Empress of Wands. Like your Empress mentality, not Empress, but Queen. My apologies. You're stepping into your, like your queenhood. You know, you guys are having just the courage to deal with what you've gone through and speak your piece to others. I feel that maybe some of you are going to the people that might have hurt you in the past and letting them know, like, look, let's get on the same page here. This is what happened, and kind of coming to terms with it so that you can understand where they were at. Because sometimes people do things, and even if it's your parents and you hear all this, but they don't realize how it's affecting the child. And so you still have that child even as an adult that has unresolved issues. So just having that conversation, just knowing where they were at, can help you heal yourself. Because then you can have that understanding in the conversation of, well, this is where the mind was at. Okay, I understand now. This is what they were going through. So I can see why they acted this way. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but it's just you having that understanding can help you to move forward and to help you on your journey to really heal yourself. It's like having faith and trust in the universe to guide you where you need to go. And again, we got the Strength. We had this card yesterday, and then we had it like in one of our previous reads too. You guys are just growing and standing your ground and really going after what you want and having this, like, that go-getter mentality. It's like no matter what's coming at you, let's say you're behind on rent. And it's like the Don't Worry, Be Happy song, you know? It's like, you know, hey, don't worry, be happy. Like everything's gonna work itself out. You guys know what song just popped on my head? Remember that song, Lean on Me? Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. So if you go through that song, maybe you guys, I feel that some of you are finding a friend that maybe you guys have known each other, but you were never really close. And somehow you guys clicked. And so that's just becoming like your real, kind of like your rock, your ride or die. Or it could even be you're finding in like a relationship with someone else, or a newfound relationship possibly with loved ones. Because that relationship is being healed. And so there's not kind of animosity anymore. I mean, it could even be with like maybe a brother or sister. Maybe you guys didn't get along, but yet, you know, sibling rivalry, this, that, and the other. But sometimes you guys just don't speak. You grow apart. Maybe they reach out to you, and then just having that conversation of putting it all out there and having the courage to deal with your emotions, like you guys won't no longer feel like disconnected anymore. Like you guys will find that new foundation, and it's kind of like you'll have that, like you'll feel safe. You'll have safety within the conversation to say what you need to, versus being on edge and like, oh, I wonder what they'll think. Oh, well, you're no longer going to be afraid of hurting anybody's feelings, because this is what's going to bring you healing within yourself, so that you guys can have this, new beginning, this prosperous beginning. Because everything that we do, you know, our subconscious and our conscious has stuff to do that. Whether maybe you feel lack of ambition. Well, that can all be created from the subconscious and you're not even realizing. So healing that can give you the drive and the energy to keep on, because you have like that positive kind of nudge, that push forward to take you where you need to go, or the courage to really stand up for yourself, or go out there. And maybe you're shy and you're scared to speak to people, but that, you know, you start having that drive and you just get out there and you're kind of like just like a light to the world, like, hello world, here I am. And you just go after it. It's like that go get 'em, fire under your butt mentality. And I feel that there's just a lot of prosperity coming in, especially with Jupiter and the way it's transiting like through the signs. With it being in Aries, check your chart and see what sign that it is going to be in for you, because it's really going to affect that, and it's going to light a fire under your butt and give you the drive and the prosperity. Jupiter is a very like lucky planet. It's freaking fabulous, and I love it, and I'm very excited for it to be going into Aries. It's going to be epic. Let's see. Oh, we have one more card that fell down. Yeah, the Chariot. You guys are taking control. You're going for it. You guys, somebody might be getting a new car. So congratulations on that. I know that, like, I'd be freaking stoked for a new car because I'm really tired of mine. It's like one thing after another. And I need a car. Like, I don't want a car, I want an SUV. I know this is very random. You guys probably don't care. Because, you know, I drive up a lot of mountains. I like to go hiking, rock climbing, all that jazz. So it'd be better than my car to have, like, you know, an SUV. Very more productive, more space. So I see you guys just having that driving energy and success. I feel that, I mean, this is like fire. It's coming in. Yeah. But also, it's like, if you look, there's like a darker horse right here. So it's kind of like, I feel that it's your, like, the universe, like God, like giving you that extra push, just like pulling you along as you're riding along on this journey, and all of a sudden it picks up. So you're going and you're bumping along, you're like, come on, horsey. And then Spirit God's like, all right, come on, let me get in here. We're going to help you go, and we're going to come in fast. I'm going to give you this extra push, and you're not even going to see it coming. So you're just going to be like on this whirlwind of like, all of a sudden you're going to be driving this horse, and you're just going to get that jerk. Because you guys are coming out of this conflict. I see it's kind of like you're in competition with yourself, but it's not a bad competition within yourself. It's that competition of, what do I have to do to get to where I need to be? I'm going to 86 out all this crap from my past. We're going to heal it. And we're really just going to get down to business and go off like, what is practical? What is in the now? I'm going to take this day by day. I'm going to live in the present moment. I'm mending my heart, and like, it's time to go. So that is absolutely epic. I dig it. I'm going to read one of these because these are really cute. They are, what is it? Like the magic of the unicorn. And I know it kind of sounds cheesy, but the messages are awesome. And the cards are cute. And you know, I am a girl. I like cutesy stuff. So that's what we're going for. But you can get something out of the message every time. So, I mean, guys out there, this, you know, it'll work for you too. All right, please give us one card for the collective. What is it that we need to know? All right, we have creative solutions, number 13. I'm going to show you guys this card. I hope it doesn't have a glare. Okay, it says, think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. Me, I always say, like, people talk about, I'm outside the box or get outside the box. I'm like, I've never found the box. So I don't really know what you're talking about as far as the box is. I haven't found it. I'm kind of wacky that way. But I love it because it has like the squirrel. And we've gone over the squirrel energies in a previous read. You guys check that one out because this could be relevant and kind of coincide to it with what's going on in your life. And he's holding up this jewel, like he's holding up this crystal. You guys might need to grab you guys some clear quartz or maybe some blue phantom quartz. And that's great for spirituality and connecting and mending. If you're needing to be spiritually guided, grab blue phantom quartz. If you need any, hit me up. I have a ton. Or just like get a clear quartz in general, because that also helps you as far as grounding and guidance. And it's just really positive to have around you as far as great energy and bringing it in. Let's see. These are really long too, so I apologize. Actually, I don't, because it's a good message. So, creative solutions with this tiny writing. It says, your life lessons are present in you as, hold on, I'm going to get my life together. Think outside the box. View things from a higher perspective. Your life lessons are presented to you as a series of challenges. It is how you deal with your circumstances that allow you to progress along the path and pass those tests. Everything is a test. And if you don't pass it, you're going to keep repeating the cycle. That's why I always say, like, if you learned a lesson and you know not to do something, don't do it, because then you're going to have to do the lesson all over again. And who wants to repeat their life lessons, especially like just another hurdle to jump over? And if you see yourself that you keep staying in a continuous round, whether it's in your dating life, whether it's in your work life, it's a continual cycle that keeps happening to you, then you're not learning the lesson. So dig in deep to it. What is the lesson that you're supposed to be learning? What are the things you need to do and work on within yourself, your shadow work, to progress you to the next level? It says, even when difficulties seem like insurmountable, like it's bigger than what you can overcome, your unicorn will remind you that there is a solution to every problem. So look at every aspect of the situation from a higher perspective. See with a spiritual eye. Listen with compassionate ears, and send love to every person involved, however troublesome they are. So even if they're bringing you conflict, listen to them and just kind of go on about your way, because some people, they're just like taking out those frustrations on you and they just need somebody to vent to. And some people are just a pain in the butt, but you know, kind of give them a little bit of love and go on about your way. Whatever the trial or setback is, love is the universal solvent to transmute everything. It allows magical solutions to emerge of your conscious mind that you could not imagine. So, everything you do it with love. Bring love into the situation. It is the strongest emotion there is. It's the most prosperous emotion there is. So you want to get to where you need to be, and you're going to have this prosperous new beginning. See, what do you have to do to build that tree? How did you have to get that fruit tree there? You have to plant the seed, but you have to show it love. You have to water it. You have to take care of it. Well, we have to do the same thing within ourselves, within our subconscious. We have to take care of us. You know, you have to water yourself. You have to feed yourself, you know, and it needs to be nourishing and not negative. So if you catch yourself watching a lot of negative things, well, that's feeding your subconscious negative crap. And that is going to sit there and manifest in there. And you might think you're being positive because you're nice to everybody, but yet you're feeding yourself full of crap. So how can you be healthy and have a healthy, you know, soul whenever you're feeding it full of crap? So kind of be mindful. I feel that some people need to be mindful of what you're watching. I'm not saying like don't ever watch, you know, crazy stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm a forensic file junkie, so I have to kind of cut myself off. Or, you know, horror movies. I mean, I'm not talking about that. But just be mindful. If you catch yourself always watching negative stuff, like maybe it's the news and it makes you feel some type of way, it changes your emotions. Well, then stop watching the news. You know, I know people like, well, I need to be connected in the world. Well, me, I'm kind of like, well, if it doesn't pertain to me, so I'm gonna live my life. Because if it starts changing your emotions and how you feel, and a lot of the news is just a bunch of crap anyways, because I mean, really, if you do your own research, you can find the real story instead of what they're feeding you. They kind of want you to see what they want you to see instead of the whole story. But that's just my opinion, my personal opinion. So I mean, don't get mad, don't write hateful crap on me. Sorry, it is what it is. It's just my personal outlook on life. So if anything in this message has resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you know when I come on next. I really appreciate all of you that have subscribed, and I would appreciate the likes. That way I can grow the channel, we can reach more people, and see where we go on this journey together. So I love you guys, truly do. Stay positive, be blessed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.